Hello and welcome to Open Network Learning. We call it a course, a community, an approach. This is a different sort of course to the ones that you've probably gone on before, because this is an open online course about open online teaching and learning. We hope it's going to change the way you look at your teaching and your learning using digital media. So we want to present ourselves as the organizing team. My name's Alistair Creelman, and I work at Linnaeus University in the southeast of Sweden.
I'm Alan Song from the National University of Singapore.
And my name is Jörg Pareiges from Karlstad University in the middle of Sweden.
And I am Lotta Fröjdfelt. I work at Mälardalen University.
And my name is Lotta Åbjörnsson. I work at Lund University in the south of Sweden.
And I am Filip Levelahti from Arkada, Helsinki, Finland.
And I'm Alexandra Wirth from Switzerland, Carium Foundation.
And I'm Lars Uhlin, work at Linköping University.
And here is the rest of the entire team. Let's have a look at the course in a little bit more detail. It's called Open Network Learning, and we shorten it to ONL221. 221 because it's the year 22, and it is the first iteration of this year, hence 221. The course will officially start on February 28, and we're running until 22nd of May. Hopefully you can set aside 6 to 8 hours per week for ONL during this time in order to get the most out of it. Alistair will tell you now a little bit more about the course.
We see this course as a course, a community, and an approach. And I think community is probably the key word here. It's about learning together, helping each other, producing new digital material together, and increasing a network. We aim at mostly teachers, educational technologists, and course developers, though other categories are welcome to join. The common denominator for everybody is an interest in teaching and learning online. It's all about open collaborative learning. You'll be working in small study groups supported by facilitators and learning very much by doing. You'll have to produce things, you'll have to work, you're working together online and learning about that process and reflecting on it. Working on problems, problem-based learning, but maybe you haven't done that in an online environment. And it really becomes a multicultural and cross-disciplinary arena for professional and personal development. So that in a way we're ticking quite a few boxes at the same time. Everyone involved in the course belongs to the community. So that's us who are course organizers, facilitators, co-facilitators, and of course, participants. So we all belong to the same community. And in this community, there are representatives from a number of institutions around the world. And as you can see the names there, there are 7 in Sweden, 2 in Finland, Switzerland, Singapore, and South Africa. Each time we run the course, there may be different countries and different institutions represented, though some are ever present. But we do have a number of other partner universities who are not there this time but may come back next year. Into this mix, we add a limited number of open learners, and these come from anywhere in the world. They are recruited via word of mouth or through social media, and we normally accept around 30 of these. And so these, together with the representatives, the participants from all the different participating institutions, form a number of study groups, so-called PBL groups, problem-based learning groups, and you can see them as the rainbow circles with normally 8 participants a mix from all the different participating institutions. So you're unlikely to be in the same group as someone from your own institution. The squares and the triangles represent our team of facilitators and co-facilitators. The facilitators come from the participating institutions. The co-facilitators come from those places, but are also former open learners in many cases. So they come from all over the world. So together you start your journey. And the journey consists of the following number of topics. We have a couple of weeks at the beginning to get started and to connect with your groups. Then in your groups, you'll be working through the topics and you see them listed there. In the middle, there's a reflection week. And that's not a week where you can take it so easy. It's a week for reflecting, catching up, and maybe planning as well. So we give you a little bit of a breather in the middle where you can read some of the interesting articles, you can follow up some work or catch up. Now, if you look over the 12 weeks, you'll be participating really on 3 levels. The top level is the community. That is for everyone on the course. Everyone is involved all the way. And you can see the top line there, the different topics or the types of weeks we're doing. And there will be activity for the whole course on that level. You can discuss and network with the others on the course. In week 2, the connecting week, you'll meet your PBL group and your facilitator and co-facilitator, and you'll be working with them very intensively through the topics right to the end. At the same time, you'll be making your own reflections in your own blogs, and that starts off really at the beginning of topic 1. You'll be expected to write a blog post on each of the 5 topics. More details on the site. To help you in this process, we will offer a number of webinars with internationally recognized experts to give you some input on the different topics and some inspiration. We'll also be adding things like optional tweet chats. If you like using Twitter, you can experience what it's like to have a very intensive chat session using Twitter. And the structure for the study during a 2-week topic, it looks a bit like this. You see that there are the 3 levels of activity. You'll see that at the beginning of the topic, you will be able to read the tasks for that topic. There will be background reading, and there will be a scenario that you have to work on during that topic in your group. There will be a webinar, possibly a tweet chat to give you extra inspiration. But during the time, the most important things are regular group online meetings. The group decides when to meet. So there are no fixed times. It depends on what the group thinks is the best time. So you'll normally have 2 of these meetings a week where you discuss the scenario, you'll discuss the reading and how to produce some kind of resource that you can present to the rest of the class. So at the end, the group will share their presentation to the rest of the community. You will produce a reflection on your learning blog and get feedback from your peers and other people in the course. We'll be using a simplified problem-based learning model that is called FISH, and there are 3 stages that you'll be going through in your groups. Focus. What do you see? What do you understand? What do you need to find out more about? Investigate. Where do we find the answers? Who does what in the group? How are we going to investigate, find solutions? How are we going to collect our findings? And what solutions do we propose? And final stage is share. How do we share our findings What sort of presentation tools should we use, and what can we give back to the community? So I hope that gives you a good idea of what to expect. There will be plenty of support during the first 2 weeks, so enjoy the journey and see you on the course.